Hi and welcome to It's a Crime. I'm Linda and today we're going to be talking about a couple named Lori and Chad Daybell and two missing kids, Tylee Ryan and JJ Vallow. Now this story is going to sound like it's straight out of a movie or a soap opera, except it's real life and it's turning into a serious nightmare. It's so crazy you can't even make it up. So let me get you up to speed with what's going on, and I can do another video that goes deeper into it because this is a huge entangled web. All right, so let's get into it. Two kids are missing from Rexburg, Idaho. 17-year-old Tylee Ryan and 7-year-old Joshua Vallow, who also goes by JJ. They have been missing since September, and they were last seen on September 23rd, 2019. Their mother's name is Lori Vallow. Tylee is her biological child, and JJ is an adopted child. And Lori has a new husband named Chad Daybell. They got married in November this past year, who, by the way, is Lori's 5th husband. Now, Chad marries Lori just weeks after his wife of 30 years dies. And I guess he's not a griever. Now, the death at first seemed to be natural causes. Chad said that she died in her sleep. But then, on suspicions, her body was actually exhumed in December. Now, Lori's 4th husband, Charles Vallow, filed for divorce in February of 2019, but later he changes his mind and wants the marriage to work. He claimed that Lori threatened to kill him and she stole $35,000. Now, it also says that not only did she threaten him, but she told him that she was a god preparing for Christ's second coming in July 2020, and if he got in her way, she would murder him. Charles later got an order of protection. Now, here's where it gets more interesting. Charles was shot and killed by Lori's brother in July of 2019. And his name is Alex Cox, and he was not charged. It was in self-defense, and that was according to police. Now, Alex has since died, so he also died, and it gets a lot worse. I don't think I have enough room in one video to film all the shenanigans that's been going on, or all the hours to film in one shot. Over the next coming weeks after they get married, the Rexburg police say that witnesses reported to them that Chad Daybell told the witnesses that Lori Daybell had no minor children. Police also say Lori Daybell told people Tylee died years ago. Now, if that's not a red flag. So a call was put in by the family for a welfare check on November 26th. And Lori and Chad told investigators that JJ was staying with a family friend in Arizona, which police discovered that was untrue. And a day after the welfare check on November 27th, police learned that they abruptly vacated their home and left town. Now, authorities has been searching for both the kids and the couple ever since, until January 26th. They found Lori and Chad in Kauai, Hawaii. And Lori actually used to live there in 2014. Now, they haven't been arrested, but they were served search warrants, and police detained their rental vehicle. Now, Lori Daybell gathered belongings from her vehicle, including a large amount of cash in a plastic bag. Actually, that makes me think, I wonder how much, because they would have had to fly there, and I wonder how much if she carried it on the flight, because you can't do that unless you claim it. Anyway, just a thought. Now, Lori was put into one police SUV and Chad Daybell was in the other. After 30 minutes, a tow truck came and took the SUV. Police then went to the Daybell's townhome in Princeville, Hawaii, and executed a search warrant on the property. They've been living in a gated community for these last couple months, and police say that the Daybells refuse to tell them where the children are and have lied to investigators about their location. Police are also investigating the deaths of the former spouses. Well, yeah, it's crazy. Now, I watched a clip of an Idaho news reporter. He was on scene and he was asking the couple all sorts of questions, like, where are your kids? Do you have anything to say? And I'll leave the link below so you can check that out. He asked quite a few questions in their little walk. Definitely watch it. You'll see how smug Lori looks. She actually has a smirk on her face as she's walking, and her head's held high with this smirk on her face. It's ridiculous. You can tell the reporter's also being feeling heated because he brings up the fact, I have 3 kids. I know where they are. How do you not know where your kids are? Or where are they? Do you know? Do you have something to do with their disappearance? And they said nothing. The only thing that she said was when he mentioned that the family was concerned for the kids, and she just said, "That's great." That's all she said. Now, the couple was also given a child protection order on behalf of the Madison County Prosecutor's Office. In a news release, Madison County Deputy Prosecutor Rob Wood said, "Child protection actions are normally confidential and sealed to protect the anonymity of the parties. However, the prosecutor's office has obtained a court order that allowed them to admit to the existence of the document and to release details about it." Now, the order requires Lori to physically produce Tylee and JJ to the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare in Rexburg or to the Rexburg Police within 5 days of being served. And I read that they were served yesterday, but then I also read that they were served 2 days ago, so that would have been the 25th. I'll have to confirm that. It also says in a news release that Chad was with her when the order was given to them, but neither of the children were with the parents. Furthermore, it says, authorities says there is no evidence Tylee and JJ were ever in Hawaii. Now, in a YouTube video made by Lori's oldest son, his name is Colby, he pleads in the video to his mom and says, "I want you to end this." He goes on to talk about how he misses his sister and brother and just wants all of this to end and for her to come forward. I'll leave the link below. So these kids were last seen on September 23rd, like I mentioned. Lori unenrolls JJ the next day on September 24th. And that also happens to be Tylee's 17th birthday. Now, there's a welfare check, like I mentioned, in November after the family hasn't heard from them. Police go out to check, Chad and Lori won't cooperate, and the next day when the police go back, the couple's gone without a trace. Now, I don't know about you, but if my kids were missing, I certainly wouldn't just pack up and leave and go move somewhere else, right? Now, this is what the couple's attorney had to say in December. Chad Daybell was a loving husband and has the support of his children in this matter. Lori Daybell is a devoted mother and resents assertions to the contrary. We look forward to addressing the allegations once they have moved beyond speculation and rumor. Oof. There is a $20,000 reward right now for JJ and Tylee, and the grandparents of JJ said, "We don't know why we weren't allowed more access to him, but we reached out constantly in every way, email, voicemail, text, phone call, whatever, and never got a response, so that was very concerning to us." Now, JJ has brown hair and brown eyes and is 4 feet tall and weighs 50 pounds. He has autism and may be in need of medical attention, according to the authorities. Tylee Ryan has blonde hair, blue eyes, is 5 feet tall, and weighs 160 pounds. The one thing I keep thinking about is if she believes it's going to be the end of days and this July, maybe it's possible that these kids are underground somewhere. I mean, you know where there's people that prepare for these things, they go underground and they have food all stockpiled and all these things. So just a thought, I don't know. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to share this video, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. One of the quotes that I keep thinking about this whole mess is, "Oh, what a tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive." Thank you so much for watching. See you soon.